Get it adjusted. Alright, Shalom, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Maharakah Kodash, Tabalana, the elders, and Apostle, Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, all the faithful Lachium, okay, who keep on pushing the truth, who continue to push the truth, continue doing so. There's going to be a video dealing with the United States branch of military, and how many branches they have now is 6. Prior to December 20th, 2019, they had 5. All right. But the highest branch of military that they're going to use is going to be the Space Force. Right. And that's to counterattack the angels and Yahweh Shai when he returns. But check this out. The army is full-time, part-time. This is how you know these devils are they know there's something out there, right? Full-time, part-time Army, Marine Corps. You know, Esau's military has grown since they started dropping bombs on other countries. This ain't not this dealing with some high technology, satellites, etc. By the way, America has, I believe, 123 satellites. I was looking this up, compared to 70 something that Russia has, and China's the 3rd. So this is how you know this damn devil is has the strongest military on earth. But the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to take that down. It's just, but check this out. The Army is full-time, part-time for anybody who wants to be in the Army, or a Marine Corps, full-time, part-time. The Navy, full-time, part-time. And they're going to try to recruit a lot of you jakes, which they do. They want to recruit a lot of you jakes to die for them, all right? To fight a empty war, which you will lose. So if you jakes involve yourself in this, you're going to lose. Check this out. Coast Guard, full-time, part-time. But Space Force is a full-time job. All right. Space Force is a full-time job. So these devils have grown in their technology. All right. Like the scriptures say, the unicorns, Isaiah 34:5, their unicorns shall come down with them. All right. But let me grab, Revelation. Okay. Revelation 13, and let's begin at 1, or Shalakit 3. This Revelation chapter 3. Frederick Douglass, come on, man. Yeah, that's my next video. Civil War. John Arcanus. Hold on. That'll be my next video. Let's begin at 3. Revelation chapter 13, verse 3. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. All right, it's talking about the so-called white man when he came back into power during the Renaissance period. The Lord gradually brought them up to be this high ruler, all right, this high authority on this earth, all right, as far as their military, okay, and his deadly wound was healed, all right, because the Lord brought him back into power, okay. And all the world wondered after the beast, the NATO, the European Union, America's allies, and they worshiped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him? Yeah, who's able to make war with this devil? All right, they got the strongest military. You got 123 satellites out there, out of space. What are you looking for? All right, your defense system, your offensive strategies. You can intercept when they're going to attack you. All right, when these other nations going to attack you. All right, so, and verse 4 again, and they worship the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with them? You're right, NATO and the European Union. All right, now, oh man, damn, Salakia, what was I going to get? Oh yeah, 2nd Ezra. Let's grab 2nd Ezra. Come on, man. This 2nd Ezra chapter 13. I'll show you who's going to make war with you and who's going to prevail. All right, this 2nd Ezra chapter 13, and starting at verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, talking about Ezra, okay, Esdras, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. All right, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. That man is talking about Yahweh Shai, not Yahweh, but Yahweh Shai. All right, because the Lord, the Heavenly Father gives Yahweh Shai the power or the go ahead to destroy these devils and their military. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, and they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven. Right, four winds represent these other nations as well, but these militaries, not only America, okay, they're allies, but it's talking about other nations too, because they're gonna pretty much put they're gonna pretty much stop fighting each other and start fighting the chariots. All right, or Yahweh Shai. Out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. And by the way, just to make mention about a chariot, certain brothers got to watch out what they believe a chariot is, okay? Because Esau has the technology too to pretty much confuse things, all right? To make it appear that something is a real chariot, but it's really not. That's Esau's technology to get a lot of you brothers away from, okay? But we know that the chariots are biblical. They're in the scriptures. They're a reality. But you got certain things that are not chariots. That's what I'm saying. Everything is just not a chariot because, you look up and it's, no, everything is not a chariot. All right. This is a time of testing that the Lord is testing us. All right. And to discern whether something is real and whether something is not. All right. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself, or Salakia, out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain and flew upon it, right? Because Yahweh Shai is going to be on the greatest chariot, okay? But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not. So this chariot covered the skies pretty much, all right? Or the region. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid and durst fight. So they're going to fight, all right? What the hell is this bullshit? They pay less for body odor. Come on, man. Every time they put these stupid-ass ads over here, every time you do a video, these crazy-ass ads coming in. Matter of fact, was inappropriate. Yeah, damn devils. All right, verse 8, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. So this damn devil's pride is not going to allow him, all right, to back down. He's going to continue to fight. All right, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. Right, that's showing you that the Lord's vehicles are not Esau's technology. It's greater. The Lord don't gotta lift up no weapons. All right, just like the elect, we don't gotta pick up no guns. No, we're all spiritual. So just like Yahweh Shai coming spiritually to destroy these devils, he don't gotta lift up no sword, no instrument of war that you devils create. He don't have to do that. All right. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, the chariot's mouth, okay, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempest. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight. The Lord said, you take something by violence, violence is going to be required right back on you. All right, so America was found by violence, and guess what? It's going to be taken out by violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burn them up, everyone, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. All right, so Ezra saw this happening to this particular country or America or these other nations. Now we could break down the dream. Now we could break down the dream better because we know what this beast is. NATO, the European Union, America's allies. Now we know what this beast is. All right, this dragon. All right, whose deadly wound was healed. It came out of the dark ages. All right, during the time of the Renaissance period, Yahweh Shai raised these devils up to be a great power. All right, this the sixth military branch. I believe 70 something years ago is when that was the last branch created. All right, there was 5 prior to that. If I'm wrong, I'll go back on and check my information. But this just is created after 70-something years. All right, and you know we're coming down towards the end. All right, now let's grab. I could have grabbed Isaiah 63. Matter of fact, let me just do it. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? And that's why America is going to be that sacrifice. All right, Basra representing America, Babylon. All right. This that is glorious in his apparel. And it's not talking clothes, neither. Okay, it's talking about the chariots. All right, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the winepress. So the wine fat. So it's going to be a lot of blood. Back in the ancient world, as we know, used to step on the grapes and used to come out a specific vessel, and you gather the pure grapes, all right, or the pure wine, all right. I have trodden the winepress alone. That's symbolic to America being crushed and stepped on and pressed down upon, all right, and being taken out of power. And of the people there was none with me, for I will tread them in mine anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my mind, and the year of my redeemed is come. All right, the word heart is really lab, okay, in the Hebrew. All right, so vengeance burns in Yahushua, the fire is already kindled. All right, but vengeance burns in Yahushua's mind to destroy these devils. And there's 6 branches of military, or whatever branches they want to come up with. It doesn't matter if they have 7 or 8 branches of military. All right, doesn't matter if they had 6 branches of Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Space Force, Coast Guard. All right, Space Force is the only one that is a full-time job there. Why is that? All right, because they're not going to sleep until they accomplish and they durst not fight. All right, they want to accomplish that fight against Yahushua. They want to defeat the angels. All right, which is crazy, and it's just crazy even a way to think about that. All right, because Yahushua is not coming like no regular man. All right, he's not coming like no regular man. He's not coming like you seen him come 2,000 plus years ago. All right, the Roman Empire revived once again is America, aka Babylon, the place of confusion, the city of confusion, one great melting pot. That's how we know we could identify who these people are. So wherever the custom of the people are, all right, they take it from one nation to another. All right, America has control over all these nations. One way to prove that too is the Ptolemaic dynasty. I like bringing this out a lot because they were calling themselves by Pharaoh. All right, the pharaohs or whatever. But the Hamites weren't ruling at that time. It was Edomites living in Egypt. All right, the king of the south, which would be the Ptolemaic Empire. All right, they were living in Egypt. They called themselves Pharaoh. They crowned themselves as pharaohs. And I believe Pharaoh, once again, means great house. And America is a great house. All right, they got a great army, a great military, but will lose. Okay, unfortunately, the battle is going to be lost. The Space Force is going to be conquered with ease. All right, Esau's technology, satellites, unicorn is going to come down with him. All right, and that's pretty much it. And Obadiah, I could have brought Obadiah, but I just wanted to grab that. All right, but with that, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Maharakakwadash, and Shalom.